So it's a bit overcast today. I get out to the woods every day, or I try to at least. It just makes my day so much better. It feels so much better. And so I'm making some videos. I thought I might make some videos for anyone who's sick or can't get out. I know the coronavirus, if anyone's stuck in self-isolation. And anyway, I thought this might be a nice little way to help make a video. You can come along, join me on my little hike here through the woods. I know you don't get the smells and the fresh air, but you get some of the sights, and you see Penny's here with me. Where is she? Here, there she is. She's doing her thing. She loves it out here. The river is running nice and heavy this morning. I come out here to Winter River. It's a great spot. Seen all kinds of wildlife. Bald eagles just a few weeks ago. 2 beautiful bald eagles. There's a flock of Canadian goose up here at the point. And you see foxes and squirrels and all kinds of different wildlife. All kinds of different birds. You hear crazy bird sounds. I know there's owls out here. Anyway, I hope this can help someone if you feel like getting out and just can't. And I'm going to be making some more videos, and let's go. Let's have some fun. So this trail is great. It runs right along the river here for a long ways, and then there's little parts that goes a little more into the woods and then back out to the river. There's a northern loop that it's in the beautiful up there. You see some eagles and stuff, and it comes out to the point where there's the river kind of widens, and it's a great spot. This is kind of the start of the trail, and this is very well worn. There's lots of people come here, so there's always a good little trail. You don't need snowshoes. Maybe the odd day if it's a big snowstorm, but otherwise it's great. And they keep the trees, as the trees fall, there's a crew that comes out and chops, keeps the path clear. It's really great. Here's a spot I like to stop. You can see here there's another little river that joins in to the big river. It's kind of a nice little spot. Sometimes just stop and be quiet and listen to the sounds in the forest. It's kind of cool to see the banks there, the frozen. I don't know if you can see they're frozen all along the bottom where the snow's kind of melted. Cool. There's a little shot down the river. Tree fell over. Anyway, very peaceful. Like I said, your day just is so much better. You come out here and be at peace. Guys, this is so great. Can you hear the owl? I was calling to them and they got the owl. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. So cool. The crow up there squawking. Probably because the owl's there and the crow doesn't want him around. They tend to Those owls. Anyway, that's so awesome. I've been trying to get the owl to call back for so long, and now finally today, just here, I catch him. I'm glad I stopped. Anyway, it's fun. Maybe he'll follow me along. I want to see him, but I think he's close enough he can probably see me, but I can't see him up there somewhere. Anyway, we'll continue on. Here's a case where I was saying that they cut down the trees and keep the path. This tree just fell, I don't know, in the past week, and you can see here someone's been out, chopped it. It was kind of crossing the path. And the path's still all set, and the tree's out of the way. And there's even some little benches to sit on if you feel like giving a stop. Anyway, let's continue on, as I say. So one thing I'll mention is that it's pretty icy out here these days with the temperature rising, and I get myself these little, whoa, a follower, get myself these little spikes that you put on your shoes, and it makes, I mean, there's no issues with those on. So we're gonna go up through here. This is, you know, if you didn't have spikes on right now, this would be a little tough. So if you're gonna come out, get yourself a pair of those. I think they're only 20 bucks or something, $19.99. Well worth it if you want to get out for some hikes. This is kind of a cool little spot. There's a woodpecker feeding site, obviously, up on this tree. Oh yeah, look at. Yeah, so I haven't seen one here yet. I go by here all the time, but they've definitely been here. I really like this part of the trail. It's kind of cool. Anyway, here we go. Kind of like sneaking through the woods, these little spots, little caves made by trees. And some other videos too I'm going to put in. I got lots of pictures as well, you know, besides just doing these videos. So I'm going to make some videos with some of my nice pictures if anyone's interested. This is a cool little turn here. Honey, how you doing? Say hi to everyone. There's some benches along the river, places to stop. Penny likes to chill. It's nice to just stop. That's one thing about this isolation and virus, is that I think people have some time to stop and realize what's important. Just some peaceful time to think. Yeah, I mean, that's all that needs to be said, I guess. There's a little snow coming down. Very great. Thankful, be thankful. So there's some spots where they're across the river, or a little joining river. They built some little rails here because this is kind of steep and icy, but they built some bridges to go across. So along the trail, there's all kinds of spots where you can kind of turn off and go back if you've gotten too far and you're I mean, when I started doing this 3 years ago, I could barely make it around the first loop, but now I do the whole thing almost every day, and I just, you know, it took me a while because I was not in very good shape, but getting in shape and getting in better shape hopefully. But you know, it doesn't matter how good a shape you're in, you can still go and you enjoy it, and it's so good for you. The smell of pine trees, you know, and evergreens is so good for you. There's a youthful quality to it. So here's the map. There's maps all along the way. There's little turn-offs. Every different little point, there's little arrows showing you where to go. So it's great. Great spot. Great spot. They've done such a great job with it. Anyway. Anyway. Saying anyway all the time. Okay, we're going to go across this bridge and head up and then get out to the North Loop. So coming up to the big pines, there's another spot where there's some big pines too, but this guy's the biggest that I've seen in here anyway. So this is kind of a special spot. There's a few. There's another guy over here. There's a guy way back in there. Special spot I like to stop. Just with these big trees and just remind myself to be thankful and give thanks to all the great things in this life and world. It's a special place. Anyway. The tree hugger. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in the woods or wherever you are. I think that's a good practice for everybody, is to take time to be thankful. We're always, or lots of times, worried about all these things and complaining and upset, but it's pretty fucking awesome. Excuse my language. I just couldn't help myself there. It is. We got to be thankful. This is the turn off here to the north woods, or to the North Loop. So it is 1.4 kilometers to do this loop. I like it the best of the whole trail. The river opens up. There's a little more hills, a few more hills and stuff, but we're gonna go do it. Out here at Winter River, and I was trying to think of something I could do to help out with all this stress and everything going on with this coronavirus. and the isolation and anxiety. And anyway, I deal with all that stuff if I come into the woods, and I thought, well, why not take some people with me, make this video, so that those of you that can't get out can come and experience it, and those of you that have just been lazy and sitting on the couch can maybe have a look and say, wow, that's pretty cool, maybe I might want to go. It does wonders. Anyway, this is for everybody out there, whether you're stuck in isolation or not, and it's done. I hope it helps. I know it helps me, so I thought maybe it might help others. Anyway, cheers. Enjoy. It's a light snow. Anyway, we're coming alongside here where the river opens up and up to the point of the North Loop. Okay, so here we are coming up to the tip of the North Loop. It's my favorite spot. I like to stop here. You can see it's so nice with that little light snow coming down. Deep breaths. Actually, the snow's picking up a bit. I come out in like some of my best times out here when it's snowstorming. A little worry about driving back. Oh look, there they are. I know there was a flock of wild Canadian geese out here, and there they are out there. A little hard to see in this camera, but two of them anyway. There's a good couple dozen of them. And I got lots of great pictures. Oh, that's beautiful. Out in the middle, just cruising lightly. This is where we stop and be quiet. Another little river that runs out into the river from there. So if you're feeling anxiety and you come out here, you're feeling pretty good by the time you get out here, but you stop out here and a few deep breaths and just be silent. I mean, you're feeling good for the rest of the day after that. There actually is, like, from smelling evergreens, there's a chemical released in your body that helps with youthfulness and so feeling. I mean, you know that feeling when you're out smelling the trees in the woods, and I mean that just, you instinctually know it. Anyway, I'm going to look that up and maybe put it in another video. I read about it there somewhere. I'll have to find it. Search through the pages of my old books. So this is the only part, well, there's a few little parts, but this is, I think, the steepest little hill in this in the trail in the part of the North Loop. Right here going up. It's good to have the ice grips on for this. Oh, even still. Oh, I lost mine. Grab it. Got one still on, so we'll use that one. Nice to burn in the legs, breathe a little bit and feel better. This is a cool spot. I walked by here a number of times and didn't see it. I don't know why. It's like, but like the third or fourth time coming by, I was like, wow, look at this. So those are the roots behind me of a tree that's fallen. It's kind of a swampy area. I guess the roots, I don't know what's underneath, but the roots didn't take. There's obviously other trees going down here too, but like it's, and so like 3 or 4 years I've been coming here. This is, you know, look, it's way up. This has been here. Do it way up over your head, my head. The root system. It's kind of cool. You can see the swampiness, and they built a little bridge over top. This is just on the start of the purple part of the trail. A little shortcut through. Fun. So we're getting down towards the end. That's doing the whole thing, except for the little shortcut loops through. If you don't want to do the whole thing. There's a little ways yet, but this is coming down. There's a little road, dirt road you cross, and then there's a boardwalk through. It's called Raspberry Lane or something like that. It's funny because I've never seen any raspberry plants there, but anyway. This is the Raspberry Lane part. It's a boardwalk. You can see, and it's getting close. You get to the road, and then you walk up there. There's one little more, or the one little trail just to the parking lot. You can walk down the road or go on the parking lot, but or go through the little trail to get to the parking lot. I usually go through the trail. We like it. It's kind of a cool spot. The trees are planted in a rows. Anyway, so Raspberry Lane. Here we are, coming out onto the dirt road, a gravel road. There's a cool little pond right here on both sides. There's a few birdhouses. People put up birdhouses all over the place. It's a really cool spot. That side, it's ice cover. Same thing here. There's some birdhouses, more birdhouses. Down here at the T, we turn left, and that goes up towards the parking lot. Starting to get that time of year when it starts to get muddy, and there's been some days it was tough getting down here. Oh, there's a squirrel just went by. I'm not looking forward to that time. I'll have to get some good rubber boots or something to get through, and then once I get to the woods, put on my hiking boots. I always take my kit bag, so yeah, the spring is on the way regardless. And this is the last little part of the trail through the woods before we get to the parking lot. I always like this little part of it. This was obviously planted at some point. So here we are, back in the parking lot. There's a nice parking lot, and there's up here there's a map, so you can see the whole trail all along the river. Anyway, I hope if this helps one person get out and get some exercise, or just lose some anxiety or some stress over being self-isolated. I know you can't smell the woods, but you know, the video might help to feel a little calmer. And if anyone wants to come with me anytime, just shoot me a message. I like to go by myself, just for the peace of it all, but I definitely go with friends fairly often. And ooh, I got a little something on the lens. Anyway, we'll say goodbye for now, and everybody take care out there. Tell your loved ones that you love them, and we'll get through this.